Okay, all right. Okay. Oh. Oh, hang on, let me get my drink. Okay, let's see, is it happening? Yes. Ooh, okay. Ooh, g'day everyone. Welcome to Xrissart. My name's Chrissy and welcome to my working stream. I'm doing, I'm continuing with my Element Realms fantasy painting. This is not normally the way this is not like my normal Wednesday streams. This is just a stream where I'm working and you guys can come and check it all out and just watch me paint. Probably come in, come out. Happy to answer questions. Wendy is going to be in my ear. I won't be able to see the chat so much and she'll be relaying messages to me. But yeah, so here I go. What I've got here is Pastelmat board, anthracite, and I've got, let me see, I've got pastel pencils and I've got pan pastels. Here they are here. And I'll be using those with my Sofft Tools, and I have everything at my disposal. And I'll just see if everything is going okay. Just bear with me just for a moment. Hello Chandri, how you going? How you going? Just bear with me for a moment. I'll just see if I can. Okay. Christy Lee, hello from California. How you going? How you going? Oh my goodness, this is wonderful. Thanks for popping by. I'm going to be here a while, so I'm not going to be. I'm happy to answer any questions you have. I probably won't be as chatty as I usually am. Just want to make sure that you can see me okay. That's all. All right. Christy V, hello. How you going? How you going? Okay. Just want to. I think you can see. Yeah, you can see. All right. So, yeah. Okay. Let me just check my cameras. I just want to see because I'm actually recording this as well, and I just want to see that all of this is happening properly. Okay, there you go. It is actually. Yeah, okay. All right. Okay. Yeah. All right. I might have to move this a little bit this way. Okay, I better start recording. That was one. Should do that. That's something, isn't it? Okay, I am recording. All right. Okay. All right. I've got a bit of music. I just want to see if you can hear it okay. Hopefully. Yeah. Okay. Just going to move some of my sponges and things that I'm using here. I've got my reference next to me as well. I'm just thinking about things, so bear with me for a moment before I start into it. Okay. Oh. This bit here is waterfall, so this bit here is not. Oh, g'day Pumpkin Spice. Leslie, how you going? Nice to see you. Here, welcome to the chat. Ask me in. Brenda, g'day Brenda, how you going, mate? Nice to see you here. Yeah. I can't believe that my technology worked this morning. First off. Oh my gosh, maybe I should go buy a lottery ticket. Maybe that's what I should. I have to buy a lottery ticket. You know. Delilah. Hello, Delilah. Welcome to the chat. You can ask me a question about my painting if you like. It's fantasy. G'day, Christy. Is it Christy, wasn't it? Christy, yeah? Yeah. Another Christy. How many Christys do we have? Christy Lee. We've got Christy Lee and Christy V. I think that's what we've got. So I'll have to say, I know, they rhyme. I'll go Christy V, Christy Lee. How about that? Yeah, I'll do that. All right. Well, here in Australia, this is Eastern Standard Time. It's about, let me see, oh, not even 10:30. But you know, this is what usually happens is that I come down, because I work full time, I come down to my art studio and I just work on my projects. And I know for those who haven't come in before, I thought, well, I might as well stream them. And I'm here for about 3-4 hours anyway. So I thought, well, might as well stream them, and I won't be able to look into the chat, but you can ask questions and Wendy's going to actually relay them to me, just so I can make sure that I don't miss out on anyone. And any questions you have? Oh, g'day Monica, how you going? Let me see. Deborah Young from Florida. Hello, how you going? Hello. Ask me questions, any questions you want. What's the meaning of life? Well, we could be here for a lifetime talking about that, couldn't we? The meaning of life. Well, I can't answer that question. That's a hard one. What's the meaning of life? I like that one. Christy V, the phase of the painting that I'm working today, I am working on a waterfall. This is a waterfall. And what happens is it gradually goes into mountains, and this part is my water section of the realm. And I thought I might block in a waterfall, and I'm going to go into detail with my castle that looks like something that came out of Lord of the Rings, actually. So that's the stage. And believe it or not, all of this has been done with pan pastel, and I have used some pastel pencils, but that's only not much at the moment. So you can imagine how the kind of coverage I'm able to get with this. So I just wanted to see, can you see me as in me? I'm not out of the frame or anything like that. Okay, all right. Delilah, when did I start first doing art? I don't know how old did you say you were? I'm not quite sure. You're 6. I started doing art when I was a little girl like you, actually. But as I got older, in high school, I took subjects like art when I was in, say, I'm not quite sure how it works with you in your country, but high school, I suppose, it's not middle school. I think it's, I don't know how you call it, but it's high school. And I took art, and so I would have been about, I don't know, 16, 17, 18, around that time. And I did, and I started painting with oil paints, and I loved it. And to the point where my teacher put some of my artwork in some art exhibitions representing my school. I was actually tickled pink. I thought, oh my goodness, she actually thinks my work is okay. So, oh my goodness, hang on. Hang on. Bear with me just for a moment. Obviously something is not sturdy, so 2 seconds, hang on. Why are you doing that to me now? Okay. Not tight enough. Just bear with me for a moment. I have to come around the other side. Oh, g'day Paula, how you going? Nice to see you. Cece, hello. Yeah, just bear with me. Ah, there it is. These are loose. Ah, that might be sturdier. I've always got an issue with something. Well, I didn't, hello, thank you. Okay, I'm going to get in the shot. I just want to see that I've got my webcam looking at me. Is it too much? Is that all right? Maybe? I don't know. Is that okay? Oh. Okay. All right. Okay, so I've got to answer Delilah's question. Yeah, so high school, I was about, I would say about, yeah, I've been colouring and with using coloured pencil when I was a little girl, but oil paints when I was about a teenager. And then I didn't pick up painting for a while, and I took it back up when I was much older. So I'm playing catch up. So, and I discovered pastels when when I started again. I started again on oils, and I have got some oil paintings, but not on the YouTube channel, but which I'm going to do at some point when I finish this project, because I've started this project on pastels, so I've got to finish it on pastels. But I will do some oils. Hang on, so I'm playing catch up now. So, but it's never too late. I've discovered never too late, and never too early. So yeah. Suka, hello Suka. Is it Suki or Suka? Suka, g'day Suka. Hello, how you going? All right. Oh, like to draw horses, Delilah, and thank you for liking this. Actually, I don't think I finished the did I finish your question, Delilah, before? I think it was you talked about, I think, the subject matter. I think it was. Was it the subject matter? Oh. No, that was it. Okay. Okay. What I've got here is Payne's grey shade, and I'm putting very light layers with this, and here I've got ultramarine extra dark. So I'm mixing all of this up, and this board, or Pastelmat board, this will allow me to put a lot of layers. So I've just this is a biggie, this one. It's 100 centimeters by 70 centimeters. It's going to take me a long time, but I just don't want to rush it. I don't want to rush it. So it might get boring for a few people seeing the same picture over and over again, but this one is, I mean, all my paintings are important in the ones that I do, but in this one in particular, it's just a little bit more so because I don't do landscapes. Not that I don't want to. I'm actually quite terrified of them. So I try to do them so I'm not terrified. So I have to face my fears and get with it. And if it doesn't come out the way I want to, well, that's it. I'll just do it again. And that's the attitude I've got in my head. So I'm not going to be, because this is quite intimidating to say the least. So Christy Lee, thank you so much. You've just got into it. Oh, that's fantastic. What's your favourite? What do you like? What have you discovered that you like the most? Because I tell you what, I love watercolour, I love oils, I love coloured pencil. Oh my gosh, when I got back into art after all those years of not being there, I discovered all of these other mediums which I thought which I have to try, and I love all of them. Even acrylics, where I think I'm always fighting with acrylics, but I love them, and I've got a whole heap of acrylics which I want to you know, start on. So you can imagine there's not enough hours in a day for all the things that I want to do. So Barbara, plus, did you say? Plus? Oh, Pluff. Oh, g'day, Barbara. Pluff, how are you going? Welcome to the stream. This is a working stream. So happy that you're here. And Christy V says Pastels is her favourite. Is that correct? Christy Lee. Yeah, Pastel's the best. Well, I tell you what, each medium, and I've discovered this from trying them all out, is that each medium has its pros and cons. Pros and cons. Pastels, the pro is that you don't have to wait for it to dry at all, and that's one of the pros. One of the pros. One of the cons, though, what have I done? One of the cons is the storage. I won't kid you, that is and that's a painful con. You know, that's a painful con. Andrea, hello, and how are you? Welcome to the stream. I said hello to Cece, didn't I? Yes, I did. I did. Oh, look, I keep on doing this. This is naughty, what I'm doing. Okay, it was Christy Lee? Christy Lee, you're asking about Sofft Tools, about the pastel, okay, pushing the pastel away and not going into the tooth. That is the general question. Well, as you, and you use a light hand, so okay. To be honest, with Pastelmat and Pan Pastels, with the Sofft Tools, it goes on in the start blotchy. Okay, I've mucked this up here. It goes on blotchy. I agree with that. Although you're saying that it moves the pastel, for me it's blotchy. So I've actually got to put on more layers. I'm actually going to think about what you might be doing, that it's doing that for you. And using a light hand. Pastelmat too, and of course I don't use anything else but Pastelmat. I think what it is, maybe try layering. I know you said you with a light touch, but I would do light layers over and over. See, I don't know if you can see what I'm doing here. It's even, with the brush technique that I use, it's even worse actually, because it makes the pans powdery. And but I've developed a way with the way that I paint that I can get some really nice effects. But I suppose it's trial and error too. Maybe maybe just do circles. Maybe just grab a scrap bit of Pastelmat paper. Now I know it's expensive, but for the sake of learning on it, use one sheet, and you're going to say, well, this is the sheet that I'm going to learn things on, and just do like little circles and little applications and see what you can come up with. I'm not quite sure if that is. Okay, Wendy is asking me, and I'm not quite sure if you put that in the chat, Wendy, but Wendy's asking me, okay, Wendy's asking me, is it the way I'm holding my Sofft tool? Because what I'm doing here is I'm using the Sofft tool at an angle. So, and just using, and you could, I don't know if you could see, but I don't know if you can see, but this part is darker than that side, the other side of the Sofft tool, because that could be it too. I probably do things without realizing, but yeah, but can you see that I'm slowly building this area just very gently and just trying to be, I keep on going over the lines, but that's okay. A waterfall's going to come over that, so that'll be fine. All of Andrea, you're asking about sale. All my work is for sale. Absolutely. Originals, I will make the originals will be for sale, and I'm also going to make prints, and I'm also going to be selling these playing cards. So if you like canasta, maybe you can buy a deck of playing cards. I don't know, but this is. There's a reason why I've done this, why I've done it like this, is because, and I don't know if everyone feels the same way I do, but you know, it's nice to sell your artwork, and sometimes I believe that you shouldn't sell yourself short. Your time is valuable, regardless of what level it is, because you'll just get better and better at it. Your time is valuable, and sometimes people, when they ask you to do a commission, they try to get the best possible price. That is what they're supposed to do. Of course they're going to do that. So you end up then selling your artwork for next to nothing, which is a shame, right? So having all of that, having said all of that, I thought, well, I'd like to sell my artwork, but I'm just a nobody. Who's going to want to spend, you know, I don't know, X amount of dollars on my artwork for someone who that they don't know, right? So I thought to myself, because a piece like this, you know, you might fall over. A piece like this, I'll end up charging something like maybe $2,500, Australian dollars that is, by the time I frame it. And I'm going to put a UV resistant glass and a lovely frame around it. If somebody said, oh Chrissy, I'd like to buy that but don't frame it, then it wouldn't be as much money, of course, right? So this is, I'm pricing it framed with UV resistant glass and everything. So I thought to myself, well, who's going to buy artwork that's going to cost this amount of money. But even my A3s, my 30 centimetre by 40 centimetre, something like that, I would charge around maybe 800, 900 Australian dollars, right? So that's, no one's going to buy that. No one's going to pay for that. So I thought, how am I going to sell my artwork? And at an affordable price, and for me to, while I'm enjoying and turning these over. So I thought, what about a deck of cards? And this is like 2 years ago. So this is how long this project's been going. Because if you go into my website, you'll see it's called The Elements. And there's a playlist, and there's all sorts of things that are in that. There's live streams, there's videos, there's all sorts of things there. And yeah, so I thought, well, you know, people are probably be quite happy to spend maybe $20 or I don't know. They might be quite happy to spend maybe $20 or $30 on a deck of playing cards, and I've done all of this artwork. So I mean, I plan to sell all of this, whoever wants to buy it, and if it does, and if the original doesn't get sold, that's fine. I don't mind either. So, but yeah. Oh, hang on a sec. Oh, hang on a sec. Hang on. Okay, sorry, Wendy, I lost you. Yeah, you are. What's that? Say that again. Oh, g'day May, how you going? Nice to see you. Welcome to the chat. This is a working stream, and Sundays is my working stream, and Wednesdays are my, I don't know, chatty streams. Although I think I'm doing quite a bit of chatting at the moment, but I'm not looking at the stream. So I've got Wendy helping me out. Oh, lovely. Thank you for that. Okay, this is a waterfall. Oh my gosh, I've picked all the hard things to do. I've picked a landscape, which is hard, and I've picked all the items that I'm doing. Oh dear, oh dear. Oh, wonderful. Oh, wonderful. Thank you for that. Yep, I'm going to, yeah. Now, you can see, look how blotchy this is going on. Do you see how blotchy this is going on? And in fact, it's not moving. It's not going anywhere, but it will once I put layers, and I'm doing this very lightly. And I'm going to be using my brushes, like my makeup brushes as well, once I to blend and apply. Barbara Pluff, you tried my brush technique. Wonderful. So glad you tried it, and so glad that it's actually worked for you. Wonderful. Are you getting the control that, perhaps are you getting the control that I've always talked about? That's the one thing that I find important for me when I'm using that technique. Suka, you're learning the pressure technique. Yes, and you know what? It's trial and error. Okay, so just keep on practicing, and you'll probably find a technique which is good for you. And you know what? And it might be a new technique, and I would love to know about it if you come across something. I'm always trying to find out new techniques. Oh, sorry. Okay. Okay, have I got you? Yeah, yeah. Okay. Mary, you're working with a silicone brush. Yeah, I've tried those as well. That's pretty good. See, you know, whatever technique works for you, you know, that's the thing, isn't it? And then once, honestly, and sometimes when you find that you've used a technique which really works for you, well, you just can't let that go, and then you start to discover new things with it, and that's the good thing about practicing and trial by error, you know, or just experimenting. And I do so much of that. Not that I've got time to experiment. I'm on a mission. Okay. Suka, you were trying new pastels with Pastels, and you're liking the results. See, this is what I mean. It's fantastic. I've got new pastels as well. I like using those for the details, and I love their color range actually. But yes, yes, that's fantastic, isn't it? And you feel good once you've figured out how to do something. You go, yes. The penny's dropped. I know how to do this. And then you just keep on going. Rob. G'day, Rob. How you going? Nice. Because you're from, I think you're from Ireland, aren't you? I'm pretty sure. Correct me. I'm pretty sure. And at the moment, I'm not terribly fussed with detail here. I'm just getting colours down and where I want things to be. I'm just looking at my reference photo. Andrea, how did I get inspired for this piece? Okay. All right. Well, the theme of this project are the elements of the earth: fire, air, water, earth, fire, earth, water, fire and air. Right. So each of the suit that I've done, so for example my spades, I've nominated it to be fire. Clubs, I've nominated it to be earth. Diamonds, I've nominated it to be air. And hearts, I've nominated water. So each one has a suit. And and to tie all of those together, I decided that I wanted to do a piece where for packaging and marketing, I wanted to tie a piece. And so I decided to do this fantasy landscape. So I thought, you know, what can I do? What can I do? And then before this came about, I thought to myself, what can I do to make this, to tie all of this together? And I thought, wouldn't it be good if I could have all of the four realms in one painting? And because it's fantasy, it doesn't they don't necessarily have to be. It didn't necessarily have to be the way I'm doing it, like it, how they are connected. But I needed to show a connection in the painting. So that's what happened. So of course I had an idea in my head, and then I went looking for references. And then when I found references which I thought was suitable, and then I started to put it together. It took a while, but I think that's a very long answer actually, by the way. But yeah, inspired. Only God knows what's going on in my head, because half the time even I don't know what's going on in my head. England, sorry. Oh my goodness, I shouldn't have said that, should I? Sorry, you're from the UK. Sorry, from England. I knew it was the UK. I wasn't sure whether it was... Yeah. Suptum, hello, it's Andy, isn't it? Hello Andy, how you going? Thank you for joining in. Well, Paulo, okay Paulo, bye for now. G'day Sneaks, hello Deb, how you going? Okay, there are rocks here, so... Okay. Is the music okay? Can you hear the music okay? Can you guys... Oksana, hello, welcome to the chat. Welcome to the chat. Rob, you're asking about charcoal. I'm not quite sure, and Wendy just mentioned that she's actually going to answer that. She's looking that one up. I'm not quite sure. I haven't done too much work in charcoal, I've got to say, which actually means that I'm actually going to be doing a piece. I'm not quite sure whether it's graphite or charcoal, so I'm actually going to find out. Oh, Barbara, thank you. That's okay. Yeah, I mean, there's no mystery here, really. I love sharing. If I know... Oh my gosh. Yeah. That's okay. Hello, sweetie. How you going? Everyone say hello to my son, Miguel. He tried to call me and he tried to call me. So, he had a big night last night. Yes, no, I love sharing. I love sharing what I know and what I discover. And if I don't know it, I'll tell you I don't know it. Or I'll go looking for it to find out. Okay, is there an echo? I've got all my sound off, I think. Yeah. Okay. Oh. Okay. So I'm just having a look at colours. Oh, Chandra, you need to sleep. That's okay. Yep. Yeah, well, actually, I fall asleep on streams all the time. I try not to, but I do because, you know, the whole, like the world is like, you know, when the rest of the world is awake, we're asleep, and the other way around. So, okay, Moni. Okay. Okay. Okay, Suka, you're going? Okay, Suka. Thank you for popping by. Okay, here we go. Miguel. Okay, Oksana, you're asking what sizes I like to work on. You know what, I like all kinds of sizes. This size is not good for filming. If you could only see my setup, it is just, I feel like I'm in a cockpit, in an aeroplane cockpit, the way I've got all of this set up. But I like all kinds. I've actually tried smaller ones. It all depends on the subject. If the subject requires a lot of detail, it'd have to be something like this. And even my A3 ones that I do, which require detail as well, I think it all depends on the subject, to be honest. But yes, I don't mind working on either of them. Just means that this is just going to take me forever. I wish it wouldn't, but it does. Okay. Yeah, that's right. Okay. And yes, it is nice to have. In fact, I have quite a bit of family that pop in and out. I even have my nephews that pop in and out, and my brother sometimes makes an appearance. But with my son, he's also an artist. believe it or not. And next time I stream, I'm actually going to have one of his pieces, and he'll probably go, "Oh, Mum, really? You're showing them that?" He is quite the artist himself. He's more into graphite, but he has done a few pastel pieces. Not by choice. I didn't force him. But yeah, he can draw. Actually, he can draw. And one day, I'll tell you what. This is what when my son, the artist one, he's in the army. So when he comes to visit, we're going to have a live stream where he's sitting next to me, and he'll be drawing, and we'll be both painting. I think the last time he was on, he goes, "Oh, Mum, what are you doing?" I go, "Well, you don't have to do masterpieces. No one's expecting you to do masterpieces, but you can draw." So I think I've managed to talk him into it. He's going to be on one of my streams if I can get him on. So. Oh, g'day Robin. Hello, how you going? Nice to see you in here. Welcome to my working stream. Steve, you're lurking. Way to go, mate. That's all right. Okay. Say that again, sorry. Oh, Deb, well, it's important to have your computer as well, isn't it? I understand, but oh my gosh, not even a pencil? Yeah, and you know what? Computer equipment, depending on what you get, it's not always cheap. Because just when you think that you've got something that will tie you over, the companies go ahead and betray you and then just keep on updating. So as you can see, this is really blotchy. And I remember a while ago, I think it was Barbara Howard, and she said, "Oh, thank goodness you said that it's blotchy." It was someone, I can't remember who it was. I think I remember, yeah, but look how blotchy it is. But because I'm putting light layers, I'm giving myself room to make mistakes and to correct them. Well, I don't want to make mistakes, but I'm giving myself I'm allowing for mistakes so I can correct. That's probably the right way to say it. And that colour that is Prussian. Sorry. Is it Prussian? Phthalo, sorry. No, it's phthalo. Yeah, phthalo blue extra dark. Tell you what, waterfalls aren't easy. Mm. Oh, Christy is saying that Wendy and I should be doing more streams together. Yes, we haven't done one for a while, but it's been extremely hectic, I think, these few months, and we have talked about it. And yes, wine is involved. Obviously, you've seen that other live stream, I dare say. Ah, Miguel is asking, when do we want? Well, when you come home. That's in April. I think he'll come home in April. So, hello, Barbara. Howard, you've joined the stream. Your ears would have been burning. I was only just talking about you like a few minutes ago. And this is all I'm doing, if you can see. And this is a makeup brush. And this is what I'm creating here is mist. And this is just to give me an idea of where the colours are. This is just so I've got an idea. I'm not really going to move into this area until I do this area. Okay, so, gosh, I hope it doesn't take me that long. I don't know if you can tell, maybe you can't tell from there, but it's actually looking all right. I like this effect. And this part here is dark, and it'll, yes. I mean, I'm not copying exact my reference. I mean, I have got I'm using a little bit of artistic license here, but it's just the idea. I don't mind that. Just I'm also talking to myself, so Oksana, you like the music? Thank you. The music that I'm using is from... Okay, Andrea, thank you for popping by. Good night for you. I'm going to be streaming for quite a few hours, so I expect people to, maybe if you wanted to, pop in, pop out, You know, so this is me just working. So anyone is welcome to pop in and pop out, just checking me out, saying what you're doing. Jeff, welcome mate. Hello, hello, how you going? What's the West look? Just got back from brekkie. What's the West looking like? And thanks Sneaks. Thanks Deb. Yeah, I love the music. You know what? That's one of my favourite parts about doing the video is just that music. And I mean, I work to music anyway. This music, I love. Well, I love it anyway. Is that starting to look like? Yeah. Jeff, you're cracking funnies, I'm told. Okay. I don't know if you can see, but... Oh, that's okay. Gives you an idea about waterfalls. Oh yeah, that's like, oh, has Will done any waterfalls? Have we managed to talk him into doing waterfalls? He's okay, he's done one waterfall. That's okay, thanks Jeff. Well, it's sunny here on the East Coast and summer is still here, you know. And these two are like little mini towers that go to this big tower. It is so Lord of the Rings actually when I think about it. More so, isn't it? Yes. Okay, Andrea, if you go to Epicdemic Sound. Oh, actually, Wendy, could you type that in? Just the word. If you go to Epicdemic Sound, that is where I get my music, and I pay a subscription, $15 a month, and YouTube allows this music to be played on my videos, and anyone who chooses to, without getting any copyright strikes, because that's really important. YouTube are cracking down on these sorts of things. You can't just use any music. It's got to be allowed by YouTube. And I find that I haven't had any copyright strikes, or they haven't said to me, oh Chrissy, you can't use this, it's no good. So, yeah. But yeah. But you can find all sorts of music. It's lovely. You know, there's playful music, there's cinematic music, there's that's not the right one. Okay, May, you've got snow. Well, it's, you know what, it'd be nice to get snow. I'd love to see all of that. I don't get to, here in Australia, it's mostly warm weather. We do have cold, it does get cold here, and it does snow in certain areas. It's the southern part of Australia in wintertime, but nothing compared to what Europe gets, you know. We find that most Australians end up having to go to New Zealand to ski. That happens a lot here. Yeah. 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 Chandri, I live in New South Wales. That's on the east coast of New South Wales. Oh, that's not the right one. Way to go, Jeff. Correcting Wendy on her spelling. That's right. W-A-L-E-S. As in Wales, as in the UK Wales. Oh, sorry. Sorry. Okay. Yes. And I also use this brush too, Zen Royal and Lang Nickel. It has the right, and this is number 8, and this has the right, it's a, I think it's a watercolor brush or an acrylic brush, anyway, but it has, the bristles are terrific. Soft and, oh God, here we go again. Soft enough and hard enough to do what I want it to do. Yes, I live next to a vineyard, and I'm trying to get closer to it, but can I? Who knows? But close enough for the moment. Okay. Just adjusting my art supplies here. Make sure my head is not in the shot. Just got to keep on telling me that my head's not in the shot. I'm just looking at my reference. Should be darker. Geez, what time is it? I might have to get my... If it's 12 o'clock, you tell me. Because... Okay, not 1 o'clock yet. Okay. This is a very slow process, so I hope I'm not boring people. Actually, while I'm doing this, I'm also thinking of what I'm going to do next for March mashup. I've got something almost drawn. I think I've got my kangaroo antelope drawn up or thought of, and so that'll be what will be on my Wednesday stream. Oh, and thank you to all of those who said some very nice things about my butterfly leaf. She turned out all right, and that's because I took my time. Taking my time. That's not a trait that I have. I'm so impatient. I just want to finish it and just get it over and done with. But I've got to learn not to be that way. It's 1 o'clock somewhere, says May. Oh, but you know, yes, that is correct. Oh dear. Yeah, well. I might have to get my husband to he's always been very nice to me this way. If he's pouring himself one, he'll come in and goes, "Do you want one?" So I'm not the only one around here. Okay. Different colours. Payne's grey. Yeah, that's too cold. I hope everyone. Oh, I was just wondering if people who like pan pastels, if you've happened to have put an entry in, just making sure that everyone's done that. Get yourself some, and if the lucky person wins, some pans. Mind you, they're not paying me to say this or anything like that. I was just about to say, go over to their website and you can have a look, but they're not paying me to say this. Not sponsored, by the way. Just have to make sure, make it clear. Make it clear. But having said all of that, they did feature my teacup and saucer, which on their Facebook page and their Instagram page, which I was tickled pink. I've got to say, that was very nice of them to do that. Yes. I'm not quite sure. Does it look like a waterfall from your angle? Because it's looking at it from mine. Yeah, yeah. Yes. Yeah, I will put more texture here. You are correct. Yeah. Yeah. Iris, hello. How are you? I fell asleep last night with Elisa's stream. I wanted to join in, but I was so tired. I'm gonna do, if you guys play that next week, I'll go onto the stream and play. But yes, hello, how you going? Yes. Thanks, Deb. Yeah. And there's going to be rocks, and there's going to be more mist coming here, and yeah. All of this has got rocks. Might even put a bit of purple in here. My favourite colour. Oh, Barbara, thank you. Be interesting to see. Iris, you're drawing a chocolate brownie. Oh wow. Eating a chocolate brownie. Oh my gosh. Well, I've had breakfast, but I won't be eating. I'll be drinking soon, so. And there's going to be rocks here as well, like all of that's going to be rocks, and there'll be a bit of mist coming on top here, so can't wait to do that actually. I'm a bit scared of it, but I can't wait to do it. I don't know. This brush is really good. I'm finding this brush really good with pushing the, and I'm light, this is light pressure, pushing the pigment into the tooth. I discovered this brush when I did my Element Ladies, and I used this one for my Element Fire. And I think from memory, I think. So yeah. It's a bit blotchy there. G'day Sarah, hello, how you going? Welcome to the chat. See, I should have had masking film there. That's naughty me. Naughty me. I just want to make sure. And see, look at that. See? It comes off. Good thing with this kneaded eraser, it doesn't, provided that you're gentle with it, you don't ruin the tooth of your paper, whereas if you use a gum eraser, you're most likely going to flatten the tooth. So if you're ever in a situation like here, just gentle dabs, and look, it does come off. And you just May, thank you so much for popping in and saying hello. You're always welcome. So we'll see you next time. Bye for now. Oh, can you repeat that again? Sorry. So, can you repeat that again? Oh, Barbara, thank you. That's okay. Yeah, this... Hey, Jelena. Hello, how you going? Thanks for popping by. Just even if it is for a little bit. Oh, look, I'll be here forever, so popping in and popping out is okay. G'day Shannon, how you going, sweetie? Nice of you to pop in and say hello. Okay, I just have to make sure that this is always got that bit of a gap there, so okay. Let me see what I need to do here. I'm here. And I have a smaller Zen brush, which I used, look, it's still got green on it from my butterfly leaf. And you treat it just the same way as you would a soft tool. You would use a paper towel to take off the excess. You know what? It just goes to show how pigmented pan pastels are. It really does take a long time for me to make sure that it's clear enough or clean enough to use another pan or like another shade. So you can imagine, like, the binder that they use is not as much and it's mostly pigment. That's why they're all nice and vibrant. That's why you see those colors which are vibrant. Sometimes where you see me, like the reds, in fact, oh, they're just like super vibrant. And sometimes I've got to dull it down. It's funny to do that, isn't it? That's there. That's there. There, that's got to be there. And these are these layers are so light that I'm just giving myself a chance to to fix an error if I've made one. And this number 2 is slightly firmer than the number 8. I just wanted to mention that. I use everything at my disposal. Brushes, Sofft Tools, you name it. Bunion nuts. Well, you can pop by my work and drop them off. Everyone, Shannon and myself don't live, oh well, I work not far from where Shannon lives or works too. So, yeah, you can pop them by if you like. Okay. Still more waterfall there, I think. Ages. Okay, cool, Shannon. I'm using a paper towel to dab. Check this out. It's so weird. Look, oh, not weird, but look how much pigment. And there's no way. I have to clean my brushes with a brush cleaner. Just trying to work out where I've got to put more mist. It's more mist here. Yes, okay. Okay, no worries, Shani. Gotcha. Yep. And this waterfall actually is quite epic, I've got to say. If I can get it right, if I can pull it off. Oh, and for those who haven't, I just wanted to thank Wendy for helping in the chat, and for all of those who haven't subscribed to her channel, please go over there and subscribe. She's got some fantastic things that she's teaching us all. So please go ahead and subscribe to her channel. Oh, Wendy, could you put your link? Can you put your link in the chat, please? Wendy helps us all. Wendy helps us all. She's like our help desk. She helps everyone. Helps me all the time. Actually don't mind, this is coming along okay. Okay, Iris, thank you for popping by, sweetie. Nice to see you. Take it easy. Have a good week. Okay. Wendy the Wise. Yes. How much did you, Jelena, you went shopping? Can you please say that again? 17, I hope they were Pastelmat. 17, wow. Well, that should keep you, or maybe you could try different ones. Maybe, yes. Oh no, look, this is me just because I love Pastelmat so much. But there are so many beautiful papers out there. I love them too, you know what I mean? There's UArt, there's Fisher 400, there's, oh my gosh, there's, oh, so many, so many. So many nice ones. There's one which I also really like, and that's Pastel Fix. Pastel Fix by Hannah Mueller. Hannah Mueller? Hannah Mueller. Amazon. Yeah. Jelena, why did you buy it from Amazon? Did you, I thought was Amazon cheaper than Jackson's perhaps? Because you're in the UK, I know. There's mist, I think, that comes up here. Comes up all the way up here. Hello Silky, welcome to the chat. Nice to see you here. Welcome. So Amazon is cheaper for you, Jelena. I just wondered, can you hear the kookaburras in the background? I'm just putting my head back. I just want to see what it looks like. Quite pleased with that. It's a really good blending tool. These brushes are fantastic for blending. Barbara, you like the fluffy mist? Thank you. And I'm going slow, like I'm going slow, not too, because all of these other bits where you see them lighter, I'm going to actually add more texture, like there'll be more. But right now, all I'm doing is just getting things in place. So I don't get overwhelmed with it too much. It's going to have to be darker there. G'day Heidi, hello there Lady Marigold, welcome. How you going? How you going? Thanks for popping by. Oh, by the way Heidi, I've got to say I really love your dark one that you posted. Very, very nice. Very, very nice. Gee, there's so many wonderful artists out there. Oh my gosh. Like my jaw drops continually. I'm forever picking my jaw up off the floor. Just amazing work that people do. Oh, and I love it because I get inspired. I love it. This bit here needs to be the darkest of dark. No, I'm not sure. Rob, you're asking about Karen. No, but now that you say that, I'm actually going to go and have a look. Yes. Wendy's going to write it down for me. I'm going to go have a look. Gosh, is it 1 o'clock yet? What time is it? 5 minutes to 1 o'clock, okay. Okay. Oh, Heidi, that's okay. Fabulous job. Fabulous job. And you said that you're not that good. You're fibbing. You're fibbing. Shannon, big bad wolf. You'll have to let me know where that cafe is. I'll pop in my lunch break. Jelena, you're going to do a march. Jelena, you're going to do the March mashup. The giraffe, and you're talking about the eyes. I'm sure you'll do it perfectly. And you know what? There's no pressure. There's no pressure on anything. This is the real good thing, is that there's no pressure. I mean, you could be doing March mashup the whole year. It's just pretty much, I think it's just when, oh gosh. I think it's just when the prompts come out. I think that's probably a good thing, actually. Excuse me, just for a moment. I just dropped a brush. Sorry. Okay. So can you see how when I first started this, it was all blotchy, and the fact that I just keep on adding layers, light layers, and I'll build up until I get the effect that I want, and then I leave enough tooth for me to put pastel pencils on top. And I know that there are others that use coloured pencils, so you know, it all depends what your preference is. Okay, you're saying about multiple reference photos. Yes, I use Photoshop, and I also use PowerPoint as well. So I use both. Yes. So if you don't have Photoshop and you've got the Microsoft suite, you could use PowerPoint. I've got both. And I use everything, but yes, I use both. And you're probably wondering, how would you do that in PowerPoint? Well, there's just a very basic little drawing tool there, but where you eliminate certain areas of your reference. So that's what I do. And I just sort of put it together, and it's not really a refined piece, but it gives me an idea. So this goes there, and then there's another one that goes there. Okay. Sorry, I'm just talking to myself. I'm just trying to figure out how I want that to look. Chandri, thank you for popping by. Good night to you. Thank you much for popping by. G'day Peggy, hello, how are you going? Welcome to the chat. Or welcome to the stream actually. Fact time. So the giraffe has the largest eye. What was that? The largest eye? Largest eye and longest tail of any land animal. See? Who says we don't learn things here? Oh, hang on a sec. Excuse me. I lost you. Have I ever used GIMP? I've never used GIMP. No. What is GIMP? Oh, and another software. No, I haven't. Oh gosh, another thing I've got to look up. Oh, that was Heidi. You used 90% of the brushes. You mean like these brushes or acrylic brushes or wow. Wow, I'm so glad that it worked for you. Wow. Barbara, thank you for popping by. Nice to see you here. Catch up with you soon. I want to make it sharper. Yes. I'm actually going to put pastel pencils to make the like not just certain areas to make the water glisten, or you know, that sparkle when the sun hits the water. So but I'm just, all I'm doing now is just outlining my light areas without destroying the dark bits that I've done, and just adding certain ones in between. Yeah. You use the makeup brushes, you beauty, the Eco Tool ones? Wow. And And did you know that this waterfall is mainly with phthalo blue and white, with just a bit of ultramarine extra dark. So it's almost mono, this area here, isn't it? What I'm trying to get at is the darks being dark enough and the lights being light enough to give the effect that I want. Yes, yes, yes. It's just that the waterfall goes all the way, or the water goes all the way. It's just that I can't reach at the moment the way I've put my easel, but I'll definitely get to that bit as well. Yep. Rob, sorry, you picked your wife's makeup brushes. Hope she wasn't looking. That's it. So it would be a bit difficult for you blokes to go into a cosmetic shop and ask for makeup brushes, and then you tell them, oh look, it's for my art, and they're thinking, yeah, sure. And you go, no, really, it is. You go, yeah, yeah, sure, sure. Sorry. Oh, dear, oh dear. And I'll just go over that. So I'm just putting my head back because I just want to see what it looks like. Yeah, there's like a little tear here that's going. There are little breaks in the mountain, so that's one waterfall going. Sort of, yeah. How is that going? That's going, okay, I know what I'm going to have to do here. And so far, the only brushes that I've used are these. And these are so far, to get all of that, this is what I've used. FYI. So, where was I going? I was going here. Jelena, thank you for that. Thank you. I'm going to say, I'll say thank you. But I've had a lot of, yeah. Sorry, Jelena, I try, it's a lot of practice, okay? I've been doing this for a while, I'm using pan pastels for years. Rob, you asked permission. I like that. Are you sure you asked permission? Really, really? Oh, Andy. See? Chicken. You got them online. That's okay. Funny. Very funny. Very funny. This is where... Are you, Andy, you're from Newcastle. Is that correct? Oh my gosh. We are almost neighbours. I work in Newcastle. So I'm probably bumped into... The boots at the Silver Link. Where's that? Wallsend. Oh, you live at Wallsend. Oh my gosh. It's not far from where I work. Well, Andy, you know what? I wonder if you've gone to the to Sofft Pastels Australia. They know me very well. I'm there every second week after I get paid. Oh, Newcastle, England. Well, we've got a Wallsend. Oh, Rob is in Newcastle, England. Oh, okay. Oh my goodness. Well, you know, a lot of our towns and our suburbs, or mostly towns and states, are named after British people. So, yes, I know that there's a Newcastle in England. Yes. Oh my goodness. Wow, okay. Sorry folks, I'm just looking. I'm going to move a little bit further back. I just want to see. I'm just thinking. I'm going to pull out a pastel pencil. I just want to see. I'm itching to do details, but I don't want to do. I'm itching to do it, but because I just want to see if I'm on the right track with this. Maybe I can try a finer brush for the time being. Let's have a look. Now this would have to be one of the most finest little brushes I have, and it's almost like a pastel pencil. Almost, not quite. It's my 1/8 of an inch. Rob, you want to come and visit Australia? Are you scared of spiders? Seriously? Is that all you're scared of that we've got? We've got more than that. We've got brown snakes. And you can't go swimming because then the white pointers will get you. And then if they don't get you, we've got the blue ring octopus or the jellyfish. They'll get you. Yeah, I'd say it's safe where you are. Although we don't have bears or lions and tigers like in other countries, but I tell you what, we've got our fair share. I mean, we've got the crocs, but they're not anywhere near me. But yes, spiders are something. We've got the funnel webs, we've got the redback spiders. Man, oh man. Oh, okay. Jelena, you want to find out how to ship pastel drawings? Wow. You know what? Not even one live stream session I could even answer that. But in a nutshell, and I know that there's so many ways that people ship things. I would make sure, first of all, that your painting is properly covered or secured, say for example, like with wrapped in glassine paper for a start. That is the very start. And there are glassine pouches that you can make, and I've done them, and Wendy has also finished she's already uploaded a pouch video with glassine, and it's a much more refined and better one. So Wendy, can you put that in? But when we've got the glassine pouches, then once you've done that, then you've got to properly secure it in, for example, one of those archive boxes. That is one way to ship as well. Personally, for me, I would ship it in an archive box, depending on if it's framed or not, and making sure that it's all secure inside. That's one of the cons with pastels. There are, where I am, there are special couriers that where they handle transporting artwork, and they take care of everything. So all you have to do is just give them the artwork and they do everything, but that's expensive. All depends on your commission, all depends on, or not commission, but whoever you're sending it to, you know. I don't know, do you trust your postie people, you know, your postal workers? That's, you know, so you've got to somehow got to make sure that you've just make sure that what you've done is secure. Zealy, hello, welcome to the working stream. Thank you for popping by. This is a working stream, so I was about to say less chat and more artwork, but I'm chatting a lot. Answering questions. That's what I'm doing, answering questions. Just here, there's a very fine line of water glistening at the top of the waterfall. Just a fine line. Nanette, hello. Welcome to the working stream. Actually, you're just in time because I think I'm gonna get my husband's attention. He can fill a glass of wine for me. I think it's 1 o'clock. Who is that? Sorry, who is that? Okay, well, the question is, do I have written instructions? Yes, Heidi, I do include the instructions. I also would tell them not to put their artwork in direct sunlight, things like that. And the care, probably you could actually put the care instructions behind the painting in some way, because what will happen is that when they unpack it, and with all the packaging, all that packaging will all go by the wayside, and then that's a good way to do it, is somehow tape it to the artwork behind, but in a nice way, like make it look nice. Wendy has just reminded me that I'm 25 minutes into 1 o'clock. Okay, I'm actually... All right, I will. You want to give me a minute? I need to top my glass. Well, not top it, put some in. Hang on. I shall be back in about 2 minutes. Yeah, okay. Hang on a sec. Make sure I'm filming okay as well. It's moved. Okay. All right. Okay, I shall return. Okay, I'm back. Okay, Jelena, thanks for popping by. And good luck with March Mashup and your giraffe. Can't wait to see it. Excuse me just for a moment. There you go. Just need to have a look at this for a minute. Bear with me. Cheese, by the way. Okay. Nanette, yes, they do look better after wine, don't they? Well, now I can, I'm actually just looking at what is required now. Sorry, I'm just thinking. I'll leave that for the time being, and I might start attacking this, or even maybe the rocks. I'll do the rocks. I'll do the rocks around here because there'll be water coming down. And yes, I'll do the rocks. I just put it there. And I don't know if you can see, but can you see how blotchy this is? This is like the first few layers. This is what I'm trying to get at all the time. And I know I say it a lot, but for those who have just coming in or asking questions, look how blotchy that is. But look what happens when if you just keep on adding the layers. So. And here there's more mist, but I want to do these rocks first, and then I'll add mist on top of those rocks as well. So Rob, you're still a beginner, you're saying, after 3 years of art? We're all beginners. We all begin and we just keep on going. Yeah, we're all beginners. And this is, just so you can see, look how powdery that is. I don't know if you can see, but look how powdery that is. Pan Pastel don't, the reason why Pan Pastel created this, they wanted a pastel without the powder. And of course I'm doing what they don't want for this to be doing. But it's just that I'm using this technique, and I'm quite happy for it to be powdery because I like the results that I'm getting with this. But yeah, just so you know. Because when you use Sofft Tools, there is like almost no next to no powder, little or no powder. And all of this here is going to be water. All of that is water, and then it will come into, this area will be land. Like this bit here, it's going to mesh into rocks and into land. So yeah, I'm just going to apply all of the dark bits first, where I think areas are dark. And I'm just going to mark the bits which are dark because, and I could be using a soft tool here, but I've decided to just use the brush. That's light, that's dark. And that's all. That area is dark. Yes, Heidi, the soft tools need to be smaller. Yes, they're not like pointy enough, correct. Wouldn't that be good if they could come up with a tool that's almost like a toothpick? Oh, that would be good. Like a toothpick and like a sponge. Maybe they could, oh, maybe I could. No, they're not like that. They're, no, hang on. These aren't pointy enough. These. Wendy's going to go look for a spongy toothpick, and she'll tell us all in the chat, and then we can all go looking, and then we can all go spend our money as we usually do. Story of my life. That area is all white area, but I might just outline it. Wow, this is, gosh, I hope I can pull off the rocks. Rocks is one that is very hard for me. Don't know, very hard. That bit's light, that bit's dark. This is the dark bit. That's dark there. That's oh, sorry, waterfalls. Please say that again. Say it again. Sorry, Mary. Moni, thank you so much. Thank you so much for that. Oh my gosh. Oh, Wendy's just showing me your leaf butterfly. It's so cool. It's so pretty colours too. Wow. Make sure you tag Mash Up, so we can put it. I just wanted to make sure, is the stream okay? Is it? It is? Wow. Andy, your answer to your question, have I tried a paper stump for the corners? No. I may have in the past. I can't remember now the last time I did that. I don't think I have. And I've got them, but I haven't needed to pull them out. Because I've been using brushes, and particularly this one. I don't know if you can see it, but it is a teeny weeny one. It is an 1/8 of an inch Daler Rowney, and it is teeny weeny. Heidi, rocks scare you. Yeah, they scare me too. So, and I'm doing it live. I'm a sucker for punishment. I do it. Spiders are scary. Tigers. Did you say tigers? Tigers? Tigers scare you. Well, tigers scare me, spiders scare me, but you know what? I actually think I've become a little bit complacent with the spiders because they're all over our garden. You have no idea. We know where they hang out. In fact, we've gotten so good at knowing what spiders are where we avoid areas. Like for example, where we call them the redback spider, but I think they're also known as the black widow spider. Their webs are messy. They're not, you know how some spider webs, they're all very nice and neat around. Well, the black widow spider, or how we call it, the redback spider, those spiders, their webs are all like a mesh. So we know that, or sometimes if we've left shoes outside, I knock the bejesus out of them and making sure that there's no spiders in the shoes. So yeah, it's become a part of life, spiders here. And I have a garden where in our pool area where it's very lush and green and moist and all of that, and God knows what's going on in there. I'm not even going to, I try not to even think about it. Barbara, off to get dinner. Thank you so much for popping by. Nice to see you. It was lovely for you to hang around. Hope to see you again sometime. Okay, that's white there. That's dark here. Okay. Wow, Leslie, in and out. Yeah, thank you so much. Yep. Ah. Rob, you were making a point about can you wrap a sponge around the toothpick. Look, give it a go. You just don't know what'll happen, but I don't like your chances. It might fall off. You might not have it properly secured. But look, you know what? Anything is possible. If you try it, let me know. I'd love to see what you come up with. But you just don't know, hey? You know what? Although this is lighter, I'm actually going to cover this and then go lighter on here. But I'm going to make sure that I can see my rocks. And I'm just going to go light. Feather light with my brush. Because I want to preserve the tooth. Because this is, I can see that these rocks are going to require a lot of layers. Oh, okay, Rob, the idea is for me. Yes, no, that's okay. Well, in that case, I'm going to have to try it. Yeah, we'll see how we go. I'll give it a go. I'm not quite sure because you need something like, if you've used Sofft Tools, you'll find, although they're quite snug, see they're those Sofft Tools, that sponge is made and it fits quite snug in something like that. So I don't know. I'm not ruling it out completely. Yeah, I'm not ruling it out completely, but maybe not a toothpick, but maybe some kind of plastic, maybe, because I don't know. Well, here we go. I'm going to go now experimenting. That'd be interesting. See, a lot of these are light here, but I'm actually going to go over very lightly. I might actually just cover all of this very lightly. So blotchy. Wendy and I are going to have to do another conversation with Stream, a live stream, and we're going to have a guest next time, and but we're trying to figure out a time where we can get each other without, because we've all got busy schedules, but probably sometime in April I think we're going to do this. Yeah, all of that's going to be white. Well, not white, but very light. But I think I need to put a dark bit underneath and build up. Symptom, Andy, spots, you're seeing spots. Thank you so much for popping by. Nice to see you, mate. Hope to see you again as well. So thank you for your company. Rob says, when you're wealthy, you'll own lots of art supplies. Well, I tell you what, you know what? I just want to ask, if you buy a cup of coffee a week, maybe a day, maybe if you have 3 cups of coffee a day, maybe have 2 cups of coffee a day and buy a pencil. That's something. You can do that. What art supplies do you like? Or what? Yeah. This phthalo blue is so staining. Should say I've got it all over my fingers now. All over my hand. Rob, you've just bought some ballpoint pens, is that correct? Rob, you have bought a lot of things. You have a lot of things too. Well, you just sound like all of us wanting all of that. Like Wendy, I know Wendy and I, we go shopping and a lot. Actually, Wendy gets the best buys. And she tells us all where to go. I mean, you know, where to go get them. Sorry. Oh, gosh. Yes. You know, just when I thought that I had a lot, I got nothing compared to what some people have. Okay, what's going on here? More rocks. Ah, Wendy's just showing me something that we can maybe use to wrap. Oh, maybe you should put that in the chat. Oh. It's a medical supply. Oh my gosh. You know what? If it works, it works. Oh, Heidi, which Heidi? Heidi V. Heidi V. I'm going to go Heidi V. Yes, art shopping is addictive. Oh my gosh. That's why that's right, every fortnight when I get paid I go, what can I get? It's actually addictive. Well, right now I've actually got quite a lot, so, but now I'm just topping up things that I've used. Oh wow, wow. Okay, Wendy's going to have to put it in the chat somehow. We can all go and have a look. 500 pieces for $20. For $20 on Amazon. Oh my gosh. You're going to have to send me a message there or let people know in the chat so they can actually make a an informed decision as to if they wanted to have a look at that. Is there some way that you could do that, Wendy? Yeah, first Wendy's going to look for it on Amazon, and she's going to put it in the chat so we can actually go looking in case we might want to go invest. I can see me doing that, can't you? Wendy's found a lot of things, by the way. She's going to let us all know. Should put a few links. We can go looking. You see, that includes me as well, because I can't write anything at the moment. Wendy's she's losing the plot because she's found something which is very good for us to have a look at. Okay, this looks really. Moni, you've got a collection of art supplies as well, and pans are on your list. I say Nike. I say Nike. That's all I'm going to tell you. Nike. Rob, you've done a kingfisher on drafting film. Where did you post that? Have you got an Instagram page or a Facebook? That I could have a look at. I would love to look at that because I've got some drafting film myself, and I wanted to use color pencil with that one, and you know, just for a different effect, because then you can put like white paper underneath it and you can actually see all of those lovely colors that are coming through. Because I think I've seen people or artists use color pencil on top of the drafting film and then color pencil underneath, like on the other side of the drafting film. I've seen that. So, but I would love to see, maybe you can tag me somehow. I'm on Facebook, so my art Facebook is, you can tag me on Xrissart, Chrissy Murray by the other way, Xrissart by Chrissy Murray. You can tag me on that and show me what you've got there. I would love to see it. I just love seeing what people do. Like, I just get so inspired. I just love it. Absolutely love it. I just, there are so many artists. And like, you know, when you say, oh, like, which famous artist is your famous artist? Well, you know what? I mean, of course there are some fantastic artists, famous artists, but you know what? There are so many contemporary artists, and I can go on. I just see some wonderful work out there. I'm just totally gobsmacked. And I get so inspired, and I just love it. And I love spreading the word about it. Oh dear. So is that a bit much? Might be a bit much, actually. Yeah, right now I'm just blocking. In fact, yeah, just blocking. And this is anthracite, so, because I know, yeah, and I've said it before, like, you can, because it's dark, you can't see the actual, like, it's hard to get the colour to come through the way it is. But because I, just sorry, but because I see, but because I build up and build up, the colours come out really nice, as you can see. Managed to get the white come up. Hang on a sec. I need to take a sip and have a look back. Or I need an excuse to have a sip, that's probably what I need. Wendy's found something for us, so let's wait for it. Whatever you find, Wendy, put it in the, whatever you, Wendy's going to find stuff and put stuff in the chat for us. We can go looking and make our own minds. I know what, when Wendy gets excited, it means that we should actually go have a look. Okay, I want, put that in the chat. You guys, go. It won't let me. Wendy's going to try to figure out, she's found a whole heap of foam swabs, and it's all different teeny ones, different sizes. Oh my gosh. Okay, hang on. She'll let us know. And if she doesn't, I'm actually going to, if we can't get it on the stream, I'm actually going to put it in the description box. In the description box after the stream, so you can actually go in and like the link, I mean, and we can all go have a look. Because Wendy just showed me a picture of all the different sizes, and they're teeny ones, different shapes, like teeny ones. Yes, there's more than one way to skin a cat. And Nanette, don't say anything if you're in the chat still. I can't help saying that. Wow, how blotchy is this? There's even like waterfall, like the waterfall, there's even like little mini waterfalls that are coming out of here. So I just need to block this and go very gently with it, so bear with me. Yes, yep, you can. Yep. Oh, thank you, Wendy. Yep. That is fantastic, Wendy. Wendy showed me a picture. Come on, I've got to find a way to put it in the chat. That's okay. Even if we can't put it in the chat, I'm going to put it in the description box so people can actually, if they wanted to, they could go in and check the link and then go finding stuff. And it's all detail stuff, like little teeny weeny stuff. Oh. Wow, this is so good. Rob, thank you very much for bringing this up. You know, well, you know, Wendy goes sniffing, okay? She goes sniffing. Thank goodness. She finds things. Oh, there's always someone that's thought of something somewhere. That's like, you know, like in YouTube. Yeah, it's like in YouTube, you know? Someone, if you're thinking, I wonder if anyone has thought of this, and then you just, and there's always someone that's thought of something, whether it be a cake or I don't know, something like you know, hardware stuff, or something electrical, or something plumbing, or someone's thought about it. You know, how do you do something? That's the good thing with YouTube. Someone's thought of something somewhere. I actually like that. And if we can share, we will share. Absolutely. Like I was very fortunate where Sneaks and Lady Marigold and even Wendy too found some brushes for me to have a look at. Just waiting for them to arrive. I love it. I love sharing stuff. I love it when people share too. I think I will put, let me see, that's going to be like super bright. Okay, there are rocks underneath here, so I'm actually going to go in here as well. So this method, this brush method, it's like coloured pencil, isn't it? It's like, well, it's like the slow version of it's a slow version of applying pastel. Like it's like coloured pencil, like, yeah. And these brushes can be cleaned like you would normally clean paint brushes, oil brushes, acrylic brushes, watercolor brushes, same way. Must be getting late for the other side of the world. What? Oh, okay. What time is it in the UK now for people in the UK? – 2 AM in the UK. Oh, wow. Oh wow, Rob, if you're still in the chat, Rob. Wow. Okay. Can I just tell you all that I'm quite petrified with these rocks. I just hope it's okay. Wendy's telling me okay, and I know Heidi, you also said to me it's okay. Okay, it's okay then. I'm so fortunate to have some lovely friends from all over the world. I always think about that sometimes and I think, how nice is that? Isn't it funny how internet has brought the world so much smaller or closer to us all, which is quite nice. That's going to be light. Just having a look at my reference. Still painting, says Moni. Okay. Thank you, Rob. Thank you so much for that. I'm going to check that out. And Moni says you got this. Thank you so much. And yeah. Okay. Steve, to answer your question, colour pencil on top of acrylics. Okay, I've got a question for you. Why would you like to do that? I'm going to be a Wendy and going to put the harsh word on you. Why would you want to do? Now, why would you want to do that? Please explain to me, and then I'll say what I think. But that's my opinion. That's all. That's all. Because what I think that you should be using for, if you wanted to do details with colour pencil on top of acrylics, use a liner brush. If you've got one, that is. These rocks are just going to be shapes to me. I'm trying to talk myself into rocks being just shapes. So that's what I'm doing now. Boy, is this going to be an absolute ugly stage. Hang on a sec, too. Hello, Denise. Oh, Janice. Hello, Janice. How are you? Welcome to the working stream. Steve, you're saying that you can get tiny details. Is that correct? I would be trying with a liner brush. That would be me. To be honest, I haven't tried colour pencil on acrylic, so I'm probably not the right person to talk to. But knowing these mediums the way that they work, I would use a liner brush. I mean, I don't know, maybe try it. What could possibly go wrong? And if it doesn't go the way you planned it, do it again. That's all I say. Just experiment. But I think I probably wouldn't advise it, but that's me. I would use a liner brush. A liner brush is an extremely, it's like a long, it's got a long bristle. I can't even get to my area now. I've got too many cameras and stuff. I was about to show you an example of a liner brush, but yeah. I'm just going to block areas where I think I need to now put the next part of it, next part of my rocks. There's water in between here and here. Okay. Okay. Wendy's just telling me what you guys are talking about and what your experiences are, which is interesting. Moni, you had a... Okay, Wendy's just mentioned to me what you guys are talking about, so it's interesting with colour pencil over acrylic. I can't say I'm an acrylic expert, but if you're asking me about oils, I could probably help you. But yeah, I mean, because really, when you talk about acrylics, the binder, well, it's more like a plastic, isn't it? Acrylics is like a plastic, like the binder I'm talking about. Yeah. Yeah. Lynn. Oh, Lindy, thanks for coming by on the stream. I don't normally advertise, or not advertise. I don't put a notification in, so it's whenever you pop in, and if you got something, if you don't have anything to do, and you just feel like sitting down for a cup of coffee and popping in and saying g'day, that's pretty good. But yeah, oh, thank you so much for that. Yeah, the waterfall's looking actually okay. I'm actually quite pleased with how there's so much still to do, but I figured I'd just block it all in, so at least I can get the idea of where things should be. Now I'm trying to block in the rocks. Now that should be fun. Who knows how that's going to turn out, but anyway, I'm saying to myself, shapes, shapes, shapes. Shapes. Okay, Wendy has just relayed what you guys are talking about, that possibly that someone has tried, Heidi, you're having, you know, like the liner brush is, you know, a bit hard to control, and that Rob has come across people who have used acrylic and with colour pencil on top, and it has worked, so that's interesting. Very interesting. Well, and you know what? It's all about giving it a go, trying things out. Absolutely. That's that dark bit there. Wow, Wendy's just telling me that she's giving a tip about how to apply the liner brush. Yeah, I agree too. Geez, I can't wait to get into some... Yes. Yes. Wendy's just explaining to me what she's talking about in the chat. As you can see, I'm not really looking into the chat because I really can't. So Wendy's been kind enough to help me through this, so I can actually answer your question and talk about what you guys are talking about. And just yeah, the liner brush, I think you need practice. I think everything that you need, or it just needs practice to be able to see how this works. Ooh. I'm going to see if I can get my husband to give me some more wine, so hang on a sec. I've just given him the look. Hang on a sec. Hello honey, could you top up for me? 5,000 points for hubby in the chat. Oh, I've got mineral water as well, by the way. You know, I wash it, you know. I started off with mineral water, but, you know, after 12 o'clock, wine takes over. Thank you, darling. Yeah, so this is what you can see. Yeah.
Wendy there.
Yeah, she's on this side.
Say hi to Wendy.
Dave says hello. Hello back. Okay, I'm gonna have to put my lights now in. Okay, Steve, Wendy has just mentioned what you've said. Interesting. I would like to see what you're going to come up with. Truly, I would love to see it. I would love to know what how it all works, because it'd be interesting. I've never thought of colour pencil on top of acrylics. Oh, yeah. Oh, Wendy, thank you. I mean, Wendy, Heidi, yeah, Wendy's pretty good. She's in my ear telling me stuff, so, yeah, so, well, you see, funny how you should say it. I wanted to be involved with my art friends while I'm working, and I wanted to finish or just really progress. You know, my character is I always want to talk to people. So how am I going to finish artwork if I'm just talking all the time? So we've come across with the working stream that Wendy would relay the messages to me, and I would just answer questions and tell me what you guys are talking about, so I can be involved in what you guys are talking about. So yes, Wendy's fantastic. Thank you, Wendy. And plus, Wendy finds, plus Wendy finds information, like she researches while we're talking about things, so we're all benefiting, aren't we? Yes, so this is, yeah, very good. We're doing homework, we're researching. What else are we doing? Oh my gosh, we're talking, we're chatting, we're arting, we're being involved with each other. Oh my gosh, look at these rocks. It's just one great big blue blob with patches everywhere. Oh, funny as. Oh yes, there's lots of colour. This is the water side. On this side there is greenery, like here. That is going to be, oh, you can't see, but this is air. This castle is air. It is going to be more, it's going to be pushed right back, and it'll be faded. And I don't know if you can see this area here, but this area here is fire, and that's going to be in the far distance. But this area here is all green, and very much there'll be lots of color actually, but it's just very monotoned at the moment. And yes, I can see how you can see that. And there will be lots of details. And this is going to be all water, and then this water here situation is going to run into land, and yeah, so that's the plan. That's the plan. That is the plan. But it's going very slowly at the moment. The brushes are very slow for me, but the only reason why I do that is because I'm controlling the amount of pastel that goes on. And this is yes. Okay. I have Xrissart, that is a Chrissy Murray, sorry, Xrissart by Chrissy Murray. You can tag me, I will for sure see that. But I've also got my Facebook is Xrissart. That is also me. So both of those. But if you tag Chrissy Murray, Xrissart by Chrissy Murray, for sure you'll get me. For sure. Or you can send me a friend request too if you find me. This is the shore. This here is the shore. So what's happening here is the water is running down, but it's also trickling in between these rocks. And all I want to do is just put areas where I think the light bits are, because I just don't want to lose, I don't want to lose my map. And that's what I'm just doing right now. So this doesn't look like anything. Janice, sorry, Janice surname? What's the surname? Yes, Janice, this is a piece which I've created. It's part of a series that I'm painting, and it's come along for the ride. That's all, or the journey. I've got this is for my illustrated playing card deck, and this is just one piece out of a few which I've got going. I've completed quite a few face cards. When I say playing card deck, I mean like an illustrated playing cards. So I've done I've done my face cards, and one which I'm actually going to redo, but I've pretty much done that. I've got to do the backs of my cards, and this is a painting, my landscape a landscape painting which ties all of these cards together and for the marketing. So it is fantasy. There is water, air, earth and fire in the background, so that's what's going on. And right now I'm just blocking in areas where I want things to be. So the light bits where water is trickling down these rocks, and what I'm trying to do is just I'm looking at my reference, trying to figure and just mark things out, and then I will go into detail. It's going to take a while. There's no way I'll finish anything like this, but you get the idea of what I'm trying to do. And use a bit of artistic license, although my reference is telling me one thing, I'm using a bit of artistic license as well. Actually, when I think about it, you probably you can't. I'm actually looking at what you're looking at, and I don't think that you could tell that there's probably all these white bits. See all these white bits? Water is coming down here, coming down and into all of this water here. So, but I've just got to take my time. That's what I've got to do. I've got to take my time. Wendy's just relaying. Wendy's just relaying on what you guys are talking about. Funny. Yeah. Well, you know what? I'll tell you what. How this word, how Xrissart came about, is when I first started trying to figure out an art name or something that's easy for people to remember. I went looking for Chris, because my name is Chrissy. Chrissy, and I thought, okay, Xrissart. And I thought, oh, that'd be good for, you know, so people know that I'm involved in art, and that's part of my name. But then I went looking. Now you can imagine, Xrissart, how many Chris's are there in the world, and how many artists are artists, as with Chrissy or Chris, Christopher, Christian, whatever. So I thought, oh, great, fantastic. How am I going to get something that could even remotely be related to my name? Because I wanted it to be close to my name. So I was trying to figure out variations and God knows what else. And I thought, and then I thought phonetically, Chris, X, Chris. And that's how I came up with Xrissart. I am truly trying to get close to my name, but it had been taken before me, so that's the reason why that is it. So by putting Xrissart by Chrissy Murray, I'm trying to get it as close as possible, and so that's how that came about. Yeah. Big Bad Wolf Burger. Oh my gosh, Shannon, Wendy just showed me your big bad wolf. Hello, baby. That is super cool. That is super cool. Man, I like your style. I like this style that you've got going. I reckon you should really go with that. But anyway, that's just me. But really, really good. And I think for people that, yeah. I mean, everyone here has got a little Facebook page, an Instagram page. Please take the time to have a look at each other's Facebook pages and Instagram pages if you can. We're all artists, and particularly if you're building a profile, which would be nice. So please go ahead and go in and pop in and have a look at their channels. You know, we're all a community here and love sharing, and we all have different ideas, and really nice. I really love that. So yeah, please go in and have a look. Wow, I think I'm actually, you know what, I know this is not looking much here, but I'm not quite sure. I'm actually just trying to have a look at what you can see, but there will be layers going to, yes. 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 Yeah. Yeah. Thanks, Wendy. Wendy's just telling me that, you know, it's coming along nicely, because what I'm trying to do is just block in so I know where things are, and then I'll just keep on building. So, and this is a slow way of doing it with the brush, but I'm just doing bit by bit. Building bit by bit, and just taking care of the two. Okay, Deborah, thank you for popping in the working stream. Thank you very much, and thank you for your comment. Yeah, slowly building, and see where that mist is. That's once I've got all of this down pat, I'm going to put mist over the rocks, but I want the rocks to show through the mist as well. So this just helps me with the way I'm thinking. Yeah, because rocks are something that I don't do very often, and I've just got to go slowly, just very slow, and just keep on building colours. That's what I'm trying to do. And I think if I keep on thinking and saying to myself, darks darker, lights lighter, I think I'll be okay. So okay. And I'll just keep on making sure that I make certain rock faces. I'll just keep on adding so I don't lose my map or my lines, whichever way. See, this is all going to be dark here, but the mist is actually going to come over this area here. I'm doing that, so. Do you mind if I just need to go away for a bit, about 2 seconds, and I'll be back? I'll be back. Okay, just one moment, guys. Okay, I'm back. Okay. Oh, that's better. Okay, here we go. Oh my gosh. Rob, when you just showed me your kingfisher, I think I've seen this. Have I seen this? No. This is beautiful. Where'd it go, mate? Gosh. So many talented people out there. You guys are so talented. Seriously? Oh. I'm shaking my head because it's wonderful. Fantastic. Heidi, yes, when these cards are done, Heidi V, I might go Heidi V, Heidi M, Heidi Marigold, Heidi V. Yes, these cards, you know what, I'm in the last quarter of all of these coming together. I'm actually going to do a Kickstarter. And the reason why I don't say too much about it is because sometimes, like, I don't want to force myself on people, you know, but there will probably come a time when I'm actually going to flog these. Flog. That's so Australian to say that. But what I'm trying to say is that I'm actually going to really talk about it a whole heap more. And I do talk about it gently from time to time when I'm doing an art piece. But when the time comes for me to do a Kickstarter, I'm actually going to, when the campaign finally does happen, I will definitely talk about it a lot. But yes, it's when it does happen, you'll certainly hear about it, that's for sure. And you know what, it's just, you know what, could it be vanity? Here's another thing. Oh gosh. Vanity. You know what, I'm thinking to myself, you know what happens, you know, one day, well, you know, when at least I've got something that I've left behind, say for example for my children or my family or for people who care, say wow, you know, geez, you know, like for example my kids, oh wow, mum did this, you know what I mean, or my grandchildren down the track, they go, oh my grandmother did this, you know, I mean, that's vanity, isn't it? It's vanity, but I mean, it is my hobby after all, I suppose. But anyway, to cut a long story short, yes, these cards, I can't wait because I'm a card player. I love playing games. And wouldn't it be nice when I'm, you know, playing Texas Hold'em or Snap even with my cards? Oh, that would be funny. Oh, wow. Anyway, it's just something. Yeah, it's vanity. It's got to be vanity. Got to be vanity. Yeah, so so what do you guys reckon? It's vanity? I think so. All right. Rob, Wendy was just mentioning what you guys are talking about. You know what? Awesome work, mate. Awesome work. I mean, and I know that you're following tutorials, but that's how we all learn. We all learn by following, you know, and adding our own twist to it and all. I think you're going great guns. You know what? Just keep on keeping on, mate. Just keep on keeping on. Oh, wow. Can I stress this even more? Man. You know what? Just keep on going. You just don't know what you're going to come up with. And you know what? Sure enough, like, you know, don't get me wrong, hits and misses. And I always talk about this. And I've talked to Heidi about this. Heidi Marigold about this. You know, hits and misses. We all have them. And sometimes there's a hit, sometimes there's a miss. If you get a miss, hey, you know, that's fine. You know, but then, you know, somewhere along the line you're going to get a hit. And man, that Kingfisher is a hit. So put that as a hit on your list. Okay, so now I'm going to be putting more little highlights. Not so much highlights, but lights. I'm actually going to go real light, and then it'll tone down with the brush that I'm using. So hang on a sec. Just want to get most of the pigment. I'm trying to get most of the pigment off with this, just so you can see. Okay. What I might do though is, actually, I know that I did that, but I'm actually going to use this brush. Sorry, backtrack. I just want to get most of this off. I mean, look at that. Like, that's really, really something, isn't it? Okay, and this is my first white, by the way. Oh, Moni, see you later, mate. Take it easy. Thanks for popping by, sweetie. Catch up soon, I'm sure. Keep on keeping on. That's what I'm going to tell you. Keep on keeping on. Say that again, Wendy. The what, Rob? Okay. Oh, Rob. Wendy was just saying that you do work from tutorials and you've like from yoga poses. Well, I suppose you're into more figurative type work. Could that be correct? Maybe? Oh, Okay. Okay. Okay, you, okay, I've got you. You don't do tutorials from yoga poses. Yep, I understand. Steve, mate, nice to see you, sweet. Nice to see you. Sorry, nice to see you. Look forward to seeing colour pencil on acrylics. I'd love to know how you get on. Okay, this is coming along. You'd love, Rob, drawing animals. You know what? I just, honestly, I'm just like, my jaw drops when I see some of the fantastic work that people do with drawing animals. And you know what? Everyone has a thing. You know, some love doing their pets, some love doing animals, wildlife, fauna, flora, you name it. Oh my gosh. Everyone has a thing, haven't they? And you know what? Do everything. Try everything. Okay, there's lots of rocks going here, but there's stuff going on here. Water is running all the way in through here, and into the water here. So that's what Robin, thank you for popping by. Nice. Thank you for keeping me company and hanging around. Always appreciate you guys being around. So nice. So nice. Thank you so much. Wow, these brushes are great. Look at that. I'm using, this is so firm, and then softening it on the other side. Seriously. Oh wow. How long have I been streaming for? Oh, can't see. Wow. Wow. I'm just going to have to sit back and have a look at what's going on. Bear with me just for a minute. Just need to move away and have a look. You get the gist though, don't you? I'm just trying to... Sorry, I'm also talking to myself, you know that. I'm just talking to myself. And what I'm doing is I'm just cleaning this brush because I want to add texture. Yeah, no, that's okay. Yeah. Wendy just letting me know, Rob, that you were talking about texture with your charcoal, and Wendy was telling you and showing you a link to one of her charcoal ones. Definitely something that you should have a look at, most definitely, yes. Shannon, you don't like horses? Why not? You don't like to, not that you don't like horses, you don't draw horses, sorry. I'm going to try a horse one day, actually. I want to do so much. I mean, how much? Okay. Definitely going to go into detail with this. I need a smaller, thinner brush. And to think, on this stream, I've only used these tools. Okay. These are the ones that I have used, just so you know. I'm just reminding. So. I'm just going to outline the detail of where my rocks are, because I don't want to lose my map. And I'm going to do it with phthalo blue tint. Oh, actually no, with my white. So funny, this waterfall, it goes in all sorts of directions. The water is just falling all over the rocks. I just want to... Okay, I'm just gonna. Who is that one? Oh, Rob, Wendy is showing me some of your artwork. Very good, like your puppy dog, and what was the other one? A fox. It looked like a fox. A fox, very good. Look at you. Oh my gosh. So cool. Okay. I'm just going to stand back for a minute and just have a look at this. I just need to have a look at this for a while. Just need to stand up. Hang on a sec. Okay. So much work has to be done. Oh, wow. Okay, what I might do is I might call this a stream, I think, just so I can. Right. Hang on a sec. 2 seconds. Sorry. I'm just looking around, thinking. Hang on a sec. Okay. All right.